Hi, my loves. How are we doing? All right. I'm just coming in for a general read. We know the drill, even though it's very general. If this doesn't apply to you, sit right with you. Don't want to hear what I have to say. That is okay. I will be back some other time. Okay? I feel like, though, I'm feeling a lot of overthinking and overanalyzing being done right now. So I feel like this is going to be a message for somebody who's really, like, overthinking a situation. What is it you're overthinking on? I feel like I'm talking to an overthinker. Or at least you're doing it right now. Queen of Swords and then the Nine of Wands. I'm telling you're beating yourself up right now. And you could very much be an air sign. I always say my air signs are the kings and queens of overthinking and overanalyzing everything. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that could very much be you. But even then, that's just the energy provided here, okay? Queen of Swords, I always say she, gender doesn't matter. She is my cutthroat. But the one thing is she gets a little too much into her head sometimes, okay? And I'm hearing you're doing a great job. Do not give up on the journey you're supposed to be. I think you're overthinking, saying, because look how bruised he looks. But he's still standing. That's you. And I think you're in your mind going like, dude, I don't feel like it should feel this hard. Like, should I still be standing? Am I meant to drop that wand and walk away? Like, I think you're kind of questioning your journey right now, okay? And I'm kind of hearing right now you're at the toughest spot. And I think nothing is actually, King of Swords. Heavy air energy that is going on. There's still that determination. And I'm here. Look how fierce he looks. Keep going. What else is what is this about? What are you overthinking? Okay. I saw the High Priestess. Okay. And then the Hangman right there. Oh, and I got the Hierophant. That is twice. We got feminine energy and a masculine energy at the bottom of the deck. We saw the Queen of Swords right here. Earlier, we saw the King of Swords. We got the High Priestess, and then I got the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Let me do one more, because I have a weird feeling this is about a connection. Eight of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. I see. This could very much be about a love situation for some of you. Okay, a divine connection I could be talking about. There is something, again, like I said, you feel battered and bruised, and I think you're questioning, it should not feel this difficult, it should not feel this hard, it should not feel this rough. What exactly I've been looking for? Why am I feeling stuck right now? Why is this connection feeling stuck right now? I think as of right now, you're overthinking, but you're going through your Seven of Cups moment. You're kind of deciding, is this cup worth it? Is this the cup I want to sip on? Should I move on to other cups? With the High Priestess, right now you're kind of doubting your intuition at this very moment, okay? And I think a lot of it is impatience is taking over, okay? I think that you're not seeing certain situations properly, meaning, you're not seeing things in the 3D. You could be dreaming about this person, having meditation sessions with this person in the 5D, but in the 3D, I think there is a lot of questioning of what work have they done. Here's the thing, it's being hidden from you for a reason. You're not meant to see their journey at this particular time. You're meant to focus on your own. So it makes me curious. And like I said, a love situation, this could apply about love. I'm even hearing this could apply about a friendship. Okay, I feel like this is somebody that clearly you may be in separation from, or maybe you're hoping that there is some form of alignment that is coming through. Okay, but here's the thing. I always say my King and Queen of Swords are not the best lovers. Okay, they're kind of very ongoing and to the point. So clearly you guys are not emotionally right now into each other's lives at this particular time, okay? Instead of, I think you're not like trying to find a reason to cut this off. And again, use discernment. If you don't want to hold on to a connection anymore, if you're done, obviously do what you got to do. But again, I'm talking about somebody that is overthinking right now. I think you're too busy doing I've done all this work. I've spiritually leveled up. What the heck are they doing? You're not supposed to know what they're up to. Makes me curious again, if I'm really talking about a divine connection, a soul tie of some form, you're not meant to know what they're up to. And that is the harsh harsh reality of it. And as bad as it sounds, I feel like that is something this collective you kind of want to hear right now. Don't make it fit. I don't think you're looking for delusion right now. I don't think you're into those messages right now of, oh, they're coming back, because again, your mind is going a million miles an hour. You're not feeling right now that this person's like maybe coming back, or they love you, or they're thinking about, you're like, what is going on? It is being stuck because that light bulb has yet to go off on both of your ends. And they're mainly focused on you, because I notice masculine energies is at the bottom of the deck, but this is feminine energies coming up, meaning they just want you to focus on you. You don't need to go through a Seven of Cups moment, making a decision on what cup you want. You need to focus on your journey, focus on your job, your mission work, empowering other people, because I really feel like I'm talking to a collective. You're clearly an empath. You're a healer. You know how to help people. Focus on that. That's all you can do. That's the whole point of divine journeys, is to focus on you, is coming into union with yourself. There's that King of Cups. And Two of Cups, I knew it was a love connection. Okay, I'm going to say this. They love you. They're still, if you're kind of curious, like they don't love, it's still there. You could be an air sign. This person could be a water sign. Doesn't have to be, vice versa. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I also got Taurus, Sagittarian energy right here. The connection's still there. You're not meant to see it. But I feel like there's something you need to hear about this person. And I feel like, yeah, Eight of Swords in reverse. That's what I just said. I don't think this collective, which is good, you're not looking for a delusional reading of like, oh my God, they love you. They're like, no, give it to me real and raw. The cutesy part is the connection's there. I knew that too. I knew it was a love thing going on. Okay. But let me see more about this person. Okay. Three of Cups. And then the Seven of Wands right here. I got to cover up. There's nudity right there. Okay. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. You've clearly been asking the universe about what the F is going on right here. Okay. Here's the thing with divine connections, and this is going to trigger you, but again, this is kind of get out of your overthinking, at least put your mind at ease of what's really going on than you jumping to conclusions, okay? I think that for some of you, I'm even hearing you also as well. They could be involved in third-party situations, whether it is romantically, platonically, it doesn't matter, okay? There could be third parties that are still in the way, okay? And I think your hope is they are conquering out these karmic cycles and karmic lessons. Here's the thing, they are. Are they all the way finished with it? No. This is a reading. Clearly, you need an update of what's going on, okay? Roses could be significant, like red roses. There's some about a rose bush. I don't know why that, but I'm also seeing hearts, like literally the shape of a heart. You could be seeing hearts everywhere. I'm also hearing like the Queen of Hearts, like the deck of cards, King or Queen of Hearts. That could be another sign right there. But anyways, okay? As hard it is to hear about your masculine, again, if you're really on a divine connection, you're not really supposed to be so fixated on what your person's doing. And I think this collective, you're slipping into that habit of what are they doing? I'm doing all this work, but what are they doing? You're not supposed to know. This person, as hard it is to hear, they're meant to go through certain love connections. They're meant to make mistakes. They're meant to, invite newer people into their circle. They're meant to experience life just as much as you are. Let them do that. You are, but I think that you're doing the third parties are there. Do they even love me? Am I on their mind? Yes, they are. But keep in mind with soul connections like this, they're not as over you as you are with them. As hard as that is to hear, they're not. Are you on their mind? Absolutely. But they're not going to operate as obsessively as you are with them, at least in the 3D. Are they doing that internally? Absolutely. You're being guided to pause and look at the situation clearly. This is not a message of they don't love you, move on, but focus on yourself. Just keep doing what you're meant to do. Everything is under control. Three of Wands, Six of Cups, you know. Listen to your gut. What is your gut telling you? Follow that. Listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. Like that song by Roxette, that song could be significant. You may be in the spot of, if you want to move on, do that. Nobody's stopping you. But what you're being guided to, because the whole point of divine connections is finding yourself, mission work, empowering yourself, detaching. You're not really detaching right now. And I think the full moon has triggered that out of you. But there's something about this full moon is teaching you you're not meant to know everything of what your masculine's doing. Let them live their life as much as you are. Get out of your own head. Okay? Everything is okay. Promise. You got this, my babies.